Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side, CNC Life.
Well.
Yes.
You didn't look at the camera.
I'm sorry. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Hey, fam. What's going on? Hold on.
So
I'm
what we
missing
got
the
going
screen.
on? Here's the thing we have going on, and I know I look very involved in something, is because our topic tonight is very, I like to bring things about children. It's not all about us adults. We have to reach back.
But wait, hey, you just
I'm not jumping into it. I'm just saying why I look so involved. But hey, welcome.
She just jumped right into the subject matter.
Just saying.
No. So what you do this weekend? We went to
the great state of Alabama.
Alabama. Yes. To all, I feel sorry for the Alabama fans. If you're an Alabama fan, I feel sorry for you. Unfortunately, you did not make it to the playoffs, and I feel so sorry. But you got a bowl game. You play Michigan on January 1st. So we played Notre Dame. Georgia plays Notre Dame, which is good. So we had a great weekend. We did travel to the great state of Alabama, and there we had the opportunity to what? Why are you looking at me like that?
Keep talking.
Oh, we had the opportunity to, we gave Evan an early birthday present. Why? Because Evan has a desire to go hunting. He wants to go get some deer. So I decided, okay, why don't we just go ahead and get him a rifle for his Christmas present? And so in doing so, we have a great friend, Elder Jerome McKelvin, and his lovely wife, Tracy McKelvin, and
Charlene is what I call her.
Luther is no. So so he's an avid hunter, deer hunter. So I decided. So what better opportunity to take him to go hunting? Yeah. So we bought him the rifle and showed him how to shoot it last week, and so we ended up going hunting. So cut to the chase. There we are. We are hunting. It was freezing cold in Alabama. Yeah. And so we went hunting with that's our great friend, Jerome McKelvin, elder. And so as we were hunting, we got there probably about 3-ish, and we were waiting and waiting. 2 hours went by. I think we might have got there about 1, but we set up this what they call a slide or whatever, or a blind is what they call it. And we're waiting in the brush. No deer came. We're waiting. And so this dude here decides to get restless and eventually lays on my shoulder to go to sleep.
That's right.
He goes to sleep.
That's my baby.
On my shoulder, and I am like, what in the heck?
He is
so
becoming
I let him,
one with nature.
Yeah, I let him become one and go to sleep because I was a little tired of his ranting and raving, and then he wants to go home, right? So at the point he gets fussy and wants to go home, guess what happened?
A deer shows up.
And at that point, Elder McKelvin got so excited because this was probably about an 8-pointer deer. And we didn't feel comfortable with Evan taking a shot.
So why didn't y'all take the shot?
Well, because we wanted Evan to do it. And it was probably be
opportunity.
But, hey, it's more deer out there. So anyway, we pack up eventually and go back to the hotel. Which we were staying. So the next day, and I'll just continue with Evan's deer hunting experience. So the next day, we go back out after church, and it's just him and I, Evan and I, and we didn't have the confine, we didn't have the luxury of having Elder McKelvin with us because he was taking care of some other business at hand. And so it was just us two, newbie hunters or something like that. So
one day orders.
Yeah. So anyway, we're waiting and waiting again. The sun is about to go down, and I'm getting frustrated. And I said, man, I'm ready to go home. And this dude here, Evan, says to me, Daddy, you gotta be patient.
Well.
And I'm like, hold on.
Revelation.
Yesterday, you were the one that was getting all restless.
I know y'all wasn't doing all that talking inside that tent.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit, and then he's trying to tell me the second day, well, Daddy, we got to use this spray to spray so we can camouflage our scent and this and that. Like, he's an avid hunter.
He learned everything he needed.
I am like, this dude here is just
well,
funny.
He's an old man anyway.
He is. So anyway, as the sun was going down, a deer came out.
Okay.
And so when a deer came out, it was just, it wasn't a big deer, but it was a 2-point, right?
Okay.
So I said, Evan, get your gun ready, and pointed at, he got a little tripod that he points the gun at. And so I said, Evan, get your gun ready. Get ready to shoot him. This dude gets his gun ready and starts hyperventilating. I can't do it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to take this.
Leave my baby alone.
I can't do it. I can't. And he puts his head down. I said, and then by this time, I'm scared that the deer is going to go back in the brush, right? So I take the gun and I aim and I shoot the deer and I kill the deer.
Well, look at that.
And I'm like, this guy here.
But Evan got the gun ready for you.
I guess so.
He got the gun ready.
So then we went looking for the deer and we finally found him. I wasn't going to touch him. I was waiting for Elder McKelvin to come back out to come and swoop the deer up. So we take him. And then here we are. We're at the processors. And that's Evan with the little 2-point. I guess it's called a 2-point. It's 1 point on each side, maybe a 1-pointer. But anyway, it was a young buck. And then this is the deer getting, we had to cut him open, right? We had to cut him open.
Field dress him.
And field dress him. Mm-hmm. And so then that was that. So
I know y'all like, we did not.
Yeah, that was
we
pretty.
Didn't know we was about to see all that.
Yeah, that was pretty gross right there. But anyway, so then the other thing that happened, so both sons got first time experience. So the other thing is my oldest son had me in tears because our own bishop, Anthony Wheeler of Beacon Hill Worship Center in Huntsville, Kojic, decided he had up in his mind to ordain.
No, it's not ordained. It's the beginning of the process.
Beginning of the process of making an announcement.
The public announcement.
Yes, the public announcement that he is now a deacon in training. So here he is. He had me in tears, and I'm like crying on his shoulder because he's so much taller than I am. I'm like the big boohoo. It takes only a few seconds for me to probably cry. But that's him. And let's see, here's some other photos of us, the entire family, plus the elders and deacons and stuff. Yep. And then they put him to work. And there he is. They put him to work right after that. So I was very proud of that moment. So that was that. So anyway, we have a special guest on. What did you have anything to say about those two moments?
No, it was just very touching. I really appreciate our bishop doing that. It was very thoughtful. He didn't have to do it, but he did. It's something he is really just started last year when he first said it openly that he saw that upon his life. And here we are. A time of a lot of major events happening, but we're grateful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
What's up, my church neighbor, Higginbotham? So good to see you. All right, so we got a wonderful guest here tonight.
Yes.
Miss Natasha Ealey.
Natasha Ealey.
Okay, and she is from, go ahead. Chesapeake, Virginia.
Native and experienced young acting coach based in Austell, Georgia. She brings a wealth of talent and dedication to her work with young performers. Natasha has proudly served 5 honorable years in the United States Navy.
All right.
With 3 of those years stationed overseas in Japan. After her honorable discharge, she pursued a BS degree in
integrative studies.
Yeah, that. I be
From
messing
Kennesaw
up some
State
words.
University. Okay, I'm G. All right, I'm G.
You know what? I almost said something to you. I almost said something to you. But you lucky that I'm saved. I would have said something like yo mom. No, just like
you better thank God I'm saved.
You're right. As a disabled veteran, Natasha is deeply committed to giving back, driven by her extensive experience and heartfelt dedication. In addition to her coaching role, she has gained a valuable experience working with numerous sets, including notable projects such as The Hate You Give, Generation, Sunflower, what is that? Facade. That's
Sunflower
it. See,
Facade.
I can mess up some words, y'all. And her very own comedy series, Memoir of a Gemini, which is currently casting. Natasha also holds key position
at Achi Studios
as the first AD. She serves as associate editor.
Nobody knows what an AD is.
Well, assistant director.
Well,
see, that's why they need to tune in so they can find out this kind of stuff.
That is true.
Yes. All right. And her work exemplifies her passion inspiring and promoting education, aiming to uplift and empower others. A strong advocate for determination, female leadership, Natasha believes it is essential for building a brighter future for upcoming generations. Her commitment to giving back is both strong and genuine, demonstrated through her multifaceted career and dedication to nurturing the potential in young actors. My passion to give back is strong and sincere, states Natasha Ealey, as she continues to lead with purpose and I clicked that too fast.
And
inspires the leaders of tomorrow. Let's give a hand for our own Natasha Ealey. What's going on, Natasha?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm so excited. Man, that sounds so much better when I hear it back. Like, oh, I wrote that.
Hey, well, I told you I can mess up some words. So, now I had that. My wife is my helpmate, so she helps me
it's
too.
All right. I had my thesaurus out. I was looking them words up like, oh, that's going to sound good. Right
that's
there.
Going to sound good. Hey, let me give you a secret. Chat GPT.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yes. We're excited to have you. This is something. This what we're about to talk about is related to something that I have that's dear to my heart. Is being in the film entertainment arena. Me as what they call a DP, director of photography. For those that need educated, as my wife said, but no, I love to film and to shoot and stuff like that. But just shooting young actors and stuff like that is very dear to my heart as well. But I'm gonna let you take the show. This is your hour of power to go ahead, and we're gonna ask you some questions, and then we go from there. You ready? Ready. All right, go ahead, Carlette. You got the first question.
Well, first of all, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, the bios had a lot. It said that I have a multifaceted career because I was in the military, yes, but after I separated from the military, that's when I began to work in the school systems, and then I started working in after-school programming. I did a lot of work with the Boys and Girls Club. I did a lot of work with different, like a nonprofit called Health Empowers. I did a lot of work with Truly Living Well Farming. I mean, I've been all over the place, but really, I've always just had such a passion for young people, and the military is what really brought that out of me, because I was once a young person who was not lost, but just good at a lot of things, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do and just didn't really have a lot of direction. I didn't understand that it's okay to have many directions, and that life, everyone say life is short, but life is really long, and you can do a lot in one life. Me and my friends were just laughing yesterday because I've been a firefighter and a farmer all in one life, and I ain't up to 30 something.
Wow.
Wow.
I was in the Navy. I was a damage controlman, so my main job was firefighting. So that's where I mostly did a lot of training other people how to firefight, but I did fight one real fire.
Did you
One time I did that. I was right there in the front with the hose doing my thing, and then I transitioned from there, and after the military got into gardening and farming, you know, as a way to, you know, come down off of that military and slow down and start pacing things. So over all of this time, I really just developed a love for guiding youth. So whatever arena it is, I just always find a way to mentor youth. I talk about it all the time. I have so many mentors in my life who have impacted me in ways that, where I quote things that they said almost daily. You know, almost daily, where I'm quoting things that they said. So I always feel like if I could just plant a seed into a young person, then I've done my job. If I could just cast seed and hope that something sticks, that's what I try to do. But all of those things have somehow led me to acting, which is crazy because my mother and my sister, some 10 plus years ago, they called me. I was overseas in Japan, and they said, "Hey, we have a business idea. And we're here. We're going to work it, but we just need capital." And I said, "Well, I'm in Japan. I don't have a phone bill. I don't have a car note. I don't have rent. I don't have anything. So I'll take what I need, and y'all take the rest, and y'all make it work."
Wow.
Because I know my mom. See, this ain't her first time. I know my mom. I know my sister. My sister was actually director of photography, and that's how. It's a long. Nice story. It's a long story, but my sister was originally a photographer, and she wanted to be in all the big magazines. She wanted to be in Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, but it's not as easy to get into those, you know, spaces as a 18-year-old girl might think it would be. So my mom said, "Don't worry, we will create our own magazine." So they created Achi magazine some 10 plus years ago, and over time, Achi magazine has grown. It has done a lot of, you know, nice things. We have for over 10 years now, we've had Achi magazine awards where we honor women in local communities who are giving back. A lot of nonprofit leaders, a lot of pastors, you know, a lot of city personnel and so on and so forth. And so we've been doing that here for 10 years. Before COVID, we were doing it in up to 12 cities from Philadelphia all the way down to Tampa, Florida. We were going on tour with this show. And once COVID happened, things started to shift. My mom is still writing. And my sister here, now that we're in Atlanta, my sister is starting to explore her photography in the film industry. Wow. So now we're going that way. Yes. So by the time I got out of the military and I came home, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I know I got to go to college. I know I got to do this. I don't know what I want to do. My mom said, "Well, we'll create a space for you." So I ended up hosting the award shows and doing my stand-up comedy. I didn't even know I had that, but now I do a little stand-up. And then, yeah, you know, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm a little funny. People be laughing. Like, to see a whole crowd of people laugh, throw their head back, and then hit the floor. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all like me. Okay, well, thank you. Right. So I started doing comedy. And then I started taking acting classes because my mom said, "You know what? I'm about to start writing movies because the magazine is too small. I need something bigger." So she started writing movies. And next thing you know, she said, "Well, I'm going to use my daughters first, you know, before I go look for other folks." So I started taking acting classes, and then I started being casted in some of her movies. I started doing a lot of work, background work mostly, but having small parts here and there all around Atlanta, getting to know the industry, networking with folks, and just getting familiar with set life and what that really looked like. We have our first full feature film, which is entitled Generations, and it is now already showing on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, of course, Tubi, Peacock. It's on a lot of different platforms. And then we have another one coming out soon called Sunflower Facade, where you'll see me and my sister is the main character. And you'll see us, we play sisters in the movie as well. So that one's coming out very soon. And just, so we've just been working and doing things. And so now, I hope I'm not skimming through all y'all questions. Y'all know.
No, you good.
Okay, good. Because listen, once you pay me the mic, you gotta mute me. Push mute. Just hit the button. I promise I'm not gonna stop. Okay, as long as we cool. What was I saying? So now, we are getting ready to launch not only my show, but we're also finally able to launch our acting classes. Because even though I'm doing this acting thing, my heart, my passion is my passion really is youth ministry, but whatever room I can get into, that's how I'll use it. Any way that I can be used, that's what I'm going to do. So we can finally are able to launch our acting classes for youth. I have 2 age groups, ages 5 to 11, and then ages 12 through 17. Okay. And we're actually giving away a free class to anybody who will come, just to come try us out, because I know for a fact, if you come, you're going to love it. You're going to stay. You're going to have a great time. So on January 11th, our classes start again, and we're trying to gather as many as we can to join that class for free and just to experience Ashi Studios acting classes.
And where is the studio located?
So the studio is conveniently located in Austell off of Thornton Road. So it's really easy to get to from Douglasville, from Marietta, from Smyrna, from Austell, Fairburn, all of those areas on the west side outside of Atlanta. It's pretty all right off of 20. So it's going to be on Factory Shoals off of 20.
Okay.
So what inspired the Achi Studios to offer specialized acting classes for children?
Well, I have been waiting for this opportunity. The studio has been running and open for a year now. And I know that we had to get things settled with, the business and the, getting things in place and building out the sets. And because Ashi Studios actually is a preset film studio. Okay. We have 9 preset stages. We have 4 office spaces. We have a full photography studio with an what is it called? An infinity wall where it's just all white and it looks like it's seamless. It's actually, I'm very proud of it, I will say. It's a beautiful studio. Listen, you got to come check it out. And everyone always talks about how, this is black women owned, because we just have a certain standard and level of class. And I'm very proud of that. So not to brag or nothing, but I am proud of it. So but I've been waiting. We had to get everything in order as far as the studio to get it running, to get, folks in, get people renting, get the projects that we were already working on set. And so now going into 2025, is now my time. I've been waiting. It's time. I'm ready to get back to teaching. I'm ready because, after the military, that's what I did. I was a teacher. So I was ready. I was waiting to get back into teaching acting. So I finally was like, listen, team, it's time to do it. So now we're finally able to launch it.
Wow.
Okay. So what makes acting classes different from children and adults?
Okay. Well, the thing is that, one, I love kids, but also I think that children, even up until 18, they learn through play. Yeah. They learn through play. So a lot of times I notice with my kids, when they come into an acting class, they're really, nervous. And even the ones who aren't nervous, they might not be able to take direction well. But when they're able to play, that's when they're able to completely relax. They're able to completely let down their guard. And sometimes, and when they're playing, they're picking up and learning skills and don't even realize it. They are having fun. It is not like the classroom where they're sitting down, nothing wrong with that, but when they're sitting down with their pen and their pad, no, these kids are up, they're moving, they're acting. By the time they're leaving, they're out of breath and they are sweating because they had a great time. And they're not realizing until they actually get up to do their monologue or they actually get up to do their 2-person scene that, oh, wow, I have actually been learning and being trained. I'm training certain muscles that are enabling me to become a better actor without even realizing it. So that's what I really love about the kids acting classes, because we have so much fun, but we're actually learning.
Right.
Hey, we have 2 kids over here that can act.
Come on.
They need an Oscar.
Come on.
Especially
Come
the
on.
one that just killed the deer.
Parents know.
Yeah,
Parents know. You can see it in them. You can see it like, you know what? You are, like they used to tell me, I think you are so dramatic.
Yeah.
And by the time
That's
after I was
true.
dramatic, I was so extra. You know, and so that's who I was. So they already knew. My parents already knew who I was
And
before I knew who I was.
I'm even thinking about Sonia Huntley's granddaughter.
Your daughter is
but she's shy.
You know what? Yeah,
That's
she's
okay.
Shy.
Come on, baby. Come on, shy baby.
She's good.
You won't be.
She'll be good for print.
Yeah.
She'll be good for print, especially with
Bus
her hair.
actress. She was born in Hollywood, California.
She was born in Hollywood.
So it's apropos that she needs to get behind somebody's camera or somebody.
You know, it's like you get one person in front of the camera and you get another one behind. The person behind, you're not gonna get in front.
But I will tell you this though, even though, like, for instance, I can't sing, but I do work with a vocal coach. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not singing. I'm not working with a vocal coach for the purpose of singing. There are certain skills that come from these classes that I teach that will help with confidence. They will help with posture. They will help with even selling the character, because even as a model, even as a singer, you are becoming a character when you're performing for other people. So it still has ways to help. I'm trying to sell some seats. You hear me trying to sell these seats? All right, come on in here and get these classes, okay?
Right. Look, guys, if and gals, if you are watching, if you have any questions for our guests, feel free to put them in the comments. Please feel free to put them in the comments so you can get your questions out. This is a great topic about your sibling, or if you know someone who has a daughter or son that should be in acting class. This is a great time to hook up with Natasha. And
the other thing, okay, so can you walk us through like what a typical day or a class is like? What is that like? What would they expect?
Well, our classes typically run the school year, just like the school year was. So from August to May, a little bit after and a little bit, less. So September to mid-May-ish, because we kind of like to follow the school schedule. And then we also have camps that are available. We'll have camps available for summer and also for holiday breaks, long breaks like spring break, so on and so forth. We have camps. And actually there's multiple types of camps where we even get into writing, script writing, and photography, editing classes for youth during those camps. But a typical day, we would come in and we do what we call icebreakers. So it's when everybody just kind of gets their jitters out. And it's always a, fun, silly game like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but we have like little twist on it and so on and so forth. And then after that, we'll do vocal exercises. We'll do vocal exercises, facial warm-ups, all of those types of things that you would see typically in an acting class. And then we'll have some type of exercise that'll build on, partner work or mirroring or something like that. And then at the end of the class, we'll work on either our monologues or our scene work, partner work or group work. And so the entire course, we break it down into 2 16-week courses. So you have the fall to December or the fall to winter, and then you have the winter to spring. And at the end of both of those, we like to make sure that all of our students leave with what's called a reel. So your reel is basically your audition tape. So nowadays, back in the day, they used to have auditions. Somebody would come to town and the line would be around the building and you would walk into the room and they say, next, like, no, you don't have the look or whatever the case is. They don't really do that anymore. I don't know if that's because of COVID or just because technology, but usually you have a reel, which is a short film of yourself in different scenarios just to show your range. And you would use that to submit for auditions. So during the first 16 weeks and the second 16 weeks, we are working on your reels. So your reel would have a monologue piece that you did, and then we'll have our professional videographer come and tape that 2-person work, and then a big group scene, which will be your final piece. So then you'll have all 3 pieces, so that as soon as you're finished the 16 weeks, you're able to start submitting for auditions. You really could start submitting sooner than that. And we'll also talk about that in some of the classes, is how to find auditions, looking for an agent. Do you feel like it's necessary to have an agent? SAG-AFTRA, making sure, seeing what all that's about and just really diving into it. And then also making sure that we're being, smart about, because it can get expensive if you start doing all that. So just making sure, just learning from our experience on, which way you may want to go.
So at what point do you realize, okay, I done already spent $3,000? When do you say to the child, are we doing this or are we not? Before this $3,000 turns into 10 grand, 15 and on. Because now we're talking investing.
I will say this. Achi Studios itself is created for the independent filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I say that because there's levels to this. Mm-hmm. Okay. There are folks flying to New York to take acting classes and paying $5,000. Mm-hmm. That's not Achi Studios. Mm-hmm. That's not Achi Studios. Can you go from here, go there? Yes. But that's not where we're at with it. We are more for kids who have an interest in it, but maybe they're not sure. Or maybe they do have a deep passion for it. But I will say that it's more of an affordable class. I will say it's more of an affordable class because it is from, it follows with the school year. So like for instance, my girls take gymnastics and they take ballet. Mm-hmm. And if they stick with it for the next umpteen years, then they may end up going to Juilliard or whatever the case is, and maybe even sooner. Who knows? But this class isn't expensive like that. It's not that expensive. Mm-hmm. These are more reasonable classes, and I think it's better because one, there has to be something for everyone. Mm-hmm. And so if your child wants to try acting, but all of the classes are $400 per class, they might not get the opportunity to try it out and say, Mommy, I don't like that. Or Mommy, I do like this. Let's see where this goes. Mm-hmm. So I will say it's a more affordable class. Okay. Without trying to cheapen myself, because I don't want to say cheap. I'm going to say inexpensive. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Inexpensive. It's a more inexpensive approach.
You mentioned SAG, and when it comes to SAG, how important is it for, at what point should a student or an actor get involved or get signed up with SAG?
I'll say this. I'm not signed up with SAG. Mm-hmm. My sister is. Mm-hmm. So it's all about what your priorities are and how you assess the effort that you're going to put into your career and what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So for me, I already have enough work on my plate without SAG. Mm-hmm.
And my sister. Let me even go back. Can you give the SAG as the Actors Guild for? It's like the union.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't think of the word union.
yeah, it's like the union for actors. But go ahead. I want to preface that.
Yes, yeah. So SAG, and just recently they had, they had a lot going on with them, and a lot of people were worried about what was going to happen with SAG. Now that's the same like getting involved with SAG or getting a what is it called? An acting, not a coach, give me the word, y'all.
Agent.
An agent. Thank mm-hmm. you. Getting an agent. It's the same thing. It's an investment into your career. And so are you career level dedicated? Are you career level disciplined? Are you trying to go all the way with this? Then yes, that's something you might want to look into. They have different levels and different packages, so you can mm-hmm. look into those. And then those are also some of the things that we can discuss or we will discuss more in depth when it comes to actually coming into our class.
But see, that goes back to my question. At what point do you say, okay, we're about to go, we're going to keep on in this? What is it that you have to see in your child to say, okay, this is really something? They are blossoming. I mean, do you all say, okay, I think you all should consider next level. I think you all should posture yourself or position yourself to go further into the investment for your child because they have a gift.
Then it's all of these things all at once. Yes, we will see someone, like we have a young man, Nasir, and I'm like,
yeah,
just the way that, like, we have little exercises that we do, but I mean, he gets it. But then when I have sometimes when you have a conversation, like a different parent, I had a conversation with the parent, and they said, well, I gotta force them to come to class sometimes. They don't feel like going. Like my daughter, I said, "Baby, you want to go to ballet class today?" No, I want to watch my iPad. Well, baby, I'm not. You're not gonna keep wasting my money.
It sounds so.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna keep wasting my money, because talent meets hard work and dedication, and then we can start moving forward.
Exactly.
But some parents don't have to see any of that. And they'll just be like, I want my baby to be a star. And so, well, go ahead, baby, do your thing. So,
so they like trying to live vicariously through their child. Okay. So, all right. Do you do anything does Achi Studios do anything with schools? And I'm asking that because one of our friends who is an author, he's on here, Mr. Justin Clark. He is an educator. And let me tell you, if you ever saw his statuses and his stories, he has some actors in his little actresses in his classroom. But do you all do any collaborations or partnerships with schools and stuff like that?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And I'm actually glad that you brought that up, because I almost didn't. Okay. So Achi Studios is in partnership with the Achi Foundation.
Okay.
The Achi Foundation is where we are able to do camps. So that's when we have, our summer camp programs, our spring break camp programs, all of those programs, you can join them and pay them to tuition. But a lot of those students come into our program through grants and scholarships. Okay. So the Achi Foundation is how we're able to partner with Douglas County, Fulton County, and I'm trying, like, I do have some, ties, especially back with the Boys and Girls Club, where I'm trying to get more happening. But as of right now, we're just doing the grants, and we're preparing for our summer camp program, which is going to enable us to bring students in on a scholarship to be able to be with us and what that'll be is kind of like crash courses. So as time goes on, I know we'll be able to do more, but for right now, we're working with Achi Foundation to get the summer camp rolling so that we can partner and get as many students as we can for the summer camps. Okay. We also have another project that we're working on where we're looking at high school students, and they're going to make a short film. It's for a specific grant, but they're going to make a short film just reflecting on the day in the life and some of the difficulties that some students face, especially in lower income or impoverished communities. So Achi Foundation works with Achi Studios, and we're able to start rolling some of those things out. So for sure this summer we'll definitely be launching our summer camp program.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess you just answered my question, because I was going to say, besides the reels, do you have a culmination event where all the parents, can come see a part of their acting skills, like a play or something like that,
Yes. Yeah, so that will be happening twice a year. So that happens in December. I have an end of the year showcase. And then again in the spring before the end of the year, like in the mid-May, where they have an end of the year showcase. And that's where they're able to come see their students' best work. So that might be their monologue, it might be scene work, but we have inside of Achi Studios, we have a stage we have it's not a theater style, but there's a stage, and you can say it's theater style.
Mm-hmm.
It's smaller. It's a smaller than a theater, but there's a stage where they're able to perform and put on a showcase for their families.
Is there a difference between play acting, and acting for a movie?
Absolutely. But when I teach acting for theater. And my philosophy is that because in theater is big. You don't have as much extra support to sell the character. It is really just you. You don't have special effects. You don't have all of the music and all of the different things that are going to sell the story. So theater acting is much bigger, but I teach based on theater acting. I started in theater and I teach based on theater because I always say I'd rather them tell me do less than to ask me to give me more. So yeah.
Do you have I forgot. It's the different techniques of acting. What's it's name? One of them is named after a person. I forgot which one. Anyway, I forgot the guy's
I
name.
know exactly where you're going. So I actually do teach off of a curriculum, and I can actually pull it up. But yes, I do teach off of a curriculum, off of a book.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. You had some more. Oh, okay. Well, I will.
No, it's but we're covering a lot. I'm seeing that we're covering a lot in conversation without even saying specifically something.
Now, who can rent your studio?
Yes.
Oh, thank you for asking that too. So listen, come on, y'all, get up in this studio because we need to fill it up every single day. So we are open to everybody. You just go onto our booking site. We are also listed on Peerspace and all of those other sites like that. But you go and book, and oh, sorry, look like my computer is about to die. Let me unplug that. Yes, you can book our spaces. We have a lot of specials running right now. Like I said, we have 4 different office spaces, an editing suite, a multi-purpose room that we use for background and holding and hair and makeup and all those things. We have a conference room where a lot of times they'll use for like table reads to like read the script ahead of time. And then we also have a podcast room where some folks rent it out to film their podcast. We have 9 preset film stages. One is a club scene, like a club bar lounge scene. We have an apartment bedroom and apartment living room. We have a green room, which is really cool, and green room technology. So I know a lot of folks will come in and use it for their YouTube shows. So that one's really cool. We have a therapist office and doctor's office, a museum. We have a recording studio with real recording stuff because my mom used to be a gospel singer back in the day, and she still had all of her stuff. I know a whole lot of lives. And then there's also a bank setting. And then there's also upstairs. Yeah, upstairs is the photography studio, and it's huge photography studio with hair and makeup section and a dressing room and a lounge. It's really pretty. So yes, we are open to the public. So please come and rent. I think there's just a 2-hour minimum on renting our spaces, but it's very, very affordable. Like I said, we are open for the independent filmmaker.
Well, I'm looking at it now. It's like, really, this is cool.
So can we, like, what if we want to use it to film a commercial?
Absolutely. So we have options. So typically everyone brings in their own equipment. However, we do have everything available to rent, as well as we have a bunch of wardrobe. We got old military uniforms. We have wedding dresses. We have caps and gowns and a whole bunch of props. We have different chairs and lamps and this and that. So we have a list of props that you could choose from that, and all of the things you're able to add on to your rental.
Do you have an event space that can hold 60 people?
Well, actually, our largest space, which is the club, I call it the club because currently we're filming in it and using it as a club, a comedy club. But that one holds up to 50 people. We also have another space called the multi-purpose room, and I believe that one holds up to 30 people. Okay. So, but we can move things around. It's actually a 4-person team, and actually it's 6 people some days. So my mom is her name is, let me just tell you their names. My mom is Reverend Dr. Juanita Fletcher. She is the visionary and founder of all things Ashi Magazine, Ashi Foundation, Ashi Studios. And she's also our writer for all of the films, all of the magazines, a lot of the things you see. I mean, they have a lot of authors that submit things for the magazine as well, but she's our main writer. My sister is the co-founder, and she is the visionary for Ashi. So she is our editor, director, for all of our films that we do. She does photography and all those types of things. I do hosting and acting. And then my dad, who is actually a carpenter, he built all of our sets. Mm-hmm. And so he does rigging. Before he was doing rigging. So he was able to, that's my mom. That's my sister right there.
Let me see if I
can. Looking like me. And so so my dad, he actually built all of our sets. So a lot of the things on our sets are interchangeable. So if you just let us know, you come in for a tour, let us know how you would like it to be set up. We can kind of move things around and set it up to be the way that you need it to be for your day of filming, to make things as seamless as possible.
Wow, that's cool.
And then sometimes, like I said, we honorary 2 other, because my sister's husband, sometimes he works in admin, and my husband, he be nailing and hammering right there with my dad. So yeah, when we need a couple extra hands, they're always available.
Wow. Now, did you say your mom does script writing?
Yes. Really? And she actually teaches script writing as well.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Might have to holler at her.
So we have not launched her classes yet for adults, but it is coming down the pipeline. We're just going to start off with my classes first and then keep it rolling.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
All right. There we go. All right. Wow. Carlette, you got hold on, where's my questions at? Okay. So let's see here. What else?
So what's the process of renting a space?
Okay, so you can go onto our website, which is achistudios.com, and you just go click on the link that says book now. There are several packages that you can choose from. And if you have any questions, you can always just click the chat box, and one of us will be right there to answer your questions or to walk you through the process. But you're able to book either individual spaces if you were trying to do something like you said, like an event, or maybe a small podcast where it's just, the 2 of you all. But if you're filming like an actual movie or a TV or a commercial where you would need quiet on set, then we ask for you to rent either the front half, the back half, or the upstairs half in its entirety. That way you can make sure that you have that entire space quiet for you to be able to.
Now this is film off of Thornton Road. So if I'm going down 20, going east, I get off on Thornton and go back over to.
So Walmart is to the left.
Oh, so I'm going back towards Fulton Industrial.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you going back towards
Austell?
Yeah, yeah. So if Walmart is on your left side, I'm trying to think, because you said going east, you messed me up.
Okay. So
you're gonna turn right when you get off. Yeah. If you're going east, you're gonna turn right when you get off.
Okay. And I go past the dealerships and all that, that'll be on your right.
Yep. So it's right past the dealerships.
Really?
So there's a racetrack there.
Right.
And
it's in the hotels.
Like, where FedEx and Amazon and all those are?
Oh yeah.
We're back there because it's a warehouse.
Oh.
Because it's a film studio. Like there's a church in the same parking lot as, like we share the building with a church. So it's not as warehousey as some warehouses, but the film sets, it's a warehouse. Like it's a huge warehouse. It's a 7,000 square foot space. With so it's basically the front is like an office, but the back is a warehouse where we're able to film.
Are you doing this full time?
Yeah, this is all I do. Well, this and my kids and my husband.
I might have to stop by. I want to check it out.
Yes, please,
Yeah,
please. I would love for you to come by and just to show you the space because I am so proud of the space that we have created.
I mean, I just looked at the pictures. It looks so amazing. You know, that's what you've done to it. Yeah. Are you looking to expand? Are you looking to expand into other areas?
You know, who knows what God has for us? Who knows? I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to speak that over my life. I'm not going to say no. I have no idea. I know we have 15 projects that we're working on this year. Wow. Yeah. So for 2025, we have 15 projects in the works. Good. So we are busy. We working.
Booked and busy. Oh, okay.
We working. And we're not going to stop working. So, so just, it's a movement, baby. It's a movie. Come on, come with us. I say like we got to take Tubi. Like a lot of the Tubi because Tubi is big. I'm sorry, Tubi
it's getting bigger. Yeah.
But for independent filmmakers, Tubi is where it's at, especially for our communities. So
one of the first movies that I DP'd is on Tubi.
Yeah. And a lot of Tubi movies were filmed at Achi Studios.
Really? Wow.
Yay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
We taking over Tubi. And we're the only film studio on this side. For independent filmmakers. Right. I mean, there, of course, what's the big one that just opened up here?
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate. Yeah,
that's on
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate is right off.
I know it's in Douglasville. That's all I know.
It's right off of Factory Shows.
Yeah, right.
Off of Fairburn.
Yeah,
Fairburn. Okay.
Right down the street from.
I live over here by Lionsgate.
Yeah,
so I drive past them every day. Like I'm coming for you.
Right. It's right down the house. Right down the street from Tyler Perry house.
I can see Tyler Perry house from my house.
You said what?
Looking every day like I'm coming for you, Tyler. I'm coming. Tyler knows my name. I'm just saying. I worked on a movie with him, with Tyler Perry. I'm name dropping, but
that's all right.
I was a stand-in for Whoopi Goldberg, and I got the part because I have locks, and she didn't even have locks in the movie, and so he was like, "What's your name?" Tyler Perry was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Tasha." He was like, "Tasha, can you scroll over to the left a little bit?" I was like. He's like, "Thanks, Tasha," and I was like, "You're welcome." That
is cool.
He knows my name. He knew my name that day.
That day.
Okay. That day he knew my name.
So it's 9:50. This has been a great conversation.
Yes, it has,
I want to. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh, hot potato.
Look, somebody text my phone right quick and tell me what the answer is.
Right.
I want you to give us a little bit of your comedy session.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Wow.
Make the folk laugh tonight on Chris and Carlette.
This hasn't been comedy this whole time.
It has been, but we want some specialty.
Y'all were laughing with me?
Give us about 2 minutes.
Oh, I cannot believe I cannot. And it's funny because in the show, I'm literally an aspiring comedian in my new show. And so I was like, okay, I can do all of the acting part, but to get on stage and have to do the comedy part, I'm going to clench up. Oh my goodness. It's hard to do it like that. I'm about to freeze up on y'all. Why you do this to me? You did this to me. You really
I like putting people on the spot.
All my people on Facebook log off. I don't know. I always say,
I'll give you. Let me see if I can give you a subject matter. And
Lord, make it even harder. Okay, go ahead.
Donald Trump.
That's just me.
I don't know. I think Donald Trump is a great guy. That's the joke. No. No.
Okay.
I see the good in all. I see Jesus in everybody. Even I see Jesus in everybody. I try to see the Jesus in everybody. But
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but it's all good.
Yeah, you did me like that. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you bad words.
Like, you did me dirty.
You did me dirty. Right.
Well, it was going so good. You literally made me sweat when you said that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sweating all of my naps right here. Ooh, my neck. I'm about to hang up.
No, don't hang up. Don't go. Well, cool.
No,
Do
I
you
ain't
have
gonna
it?
hang up.
Go ahead.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You all right?
I just yawned.
It's listen, it's 10 o'clock for real.
It's
My
10
kids are knocking on the
o'clock.
door like, Mommy, what's up? We supposed to be in the bed by now.
Right. They out of school though.
Yeah, but they 3
just
and
did
2.
it.
Let me switch the camera because I don't want.
I just did it again.
Let's see. All right, there you go. You need to yawn. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's happening unexpectedly.
You was doing that yesterday.
I was.
Yeah.
When?
She laughing at she yawning because my jokes was bad.
Oh no. I didn't even see. But I will say this. Did I sleep well last night? You can tell me.
I guess you was yarning in the car on the way from Alabama.
Oh, y'all have been busy though.
Yeah.
Y'all have been busy doing a lot, going places, doing things. So
Then about to go.
Just yawned again.
listen, it's understandable.
All right, Natasha, this yarning person over here before it's
like,
contagious.
I don't even feel it coming.
Okay, so all right, this is a. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Lord have mercy. We thank you for any final words, Natasha.
Because and the reason
Okay, well, I'm gonna just say one last thing before I go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow me on all social media platforms at Tasha2Funny. That's Tasha #2 Funny _ please come check out Achi Studios, or at least look at us at achistudios.com. Be on the lookout for future projects. But the reason I came here today is to say on January 11th, we're launching our young actors classes, and please start off with a free class. I'm inviting you all. If you tell me that you heard about Achi Studios on the Chris and Carlette show, I will tell you your first class is free, because I believe in my heart that if you just come to one class, you're going to love it so much that you're going to come back again and again and again.
Yes.
So
thank you. I love you.
If you have a flyer for that, send it to us so we can put it on our page.
Absolutely, I will.
I definitely want to. I think I have seen too many situations where children who have behavior issues, they don't know how to express themselves, get involved in acting, drama club, and a new person is birthed, or something that comes out they didn't know was there, a gift, and they are the best.
Ooh, we could go off on a tangent for a whole nother hour on that topic, because I'm a youth advocate, and I truly believe most kids just need more to do than just go to school and go home.
Yep, they do.
You wonder why they behavior bad, because their only outlet is at school.
Right.
So,
right.
But anyway, yes. But I agree 100%. Invest in your children, even if they don't want to be an actor, just to get them out, to get them moving, to get them excited about something. Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, we're going to stop the show because I don't want you to yarn again. And
Look, like, don't tell everybody what it did. Look, I can't beat them up, but you can. Get them for both of us.
Right.
I know.
Whatever.
That is not how you're supposed to end my session.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
well,
too.
I will tell you, I tagged a couple of people from my hometown who are here in Atlanta. One is a SAG actor, Diesel Mackins, and then the other, Omega Keys, Harton, Mimi Keys.
Oh, I feel like I know that name.
Oh, listen, she has done stuff. She has drama. She has love stories. I think murder mysteries. Look her up on Facebook. Omega.
I will. Because it's definitely, I got to get out and start networking more. We've been in the trenches, getting the building together, but now it's time for me to get out and meet people and start networking. So yeah, for sure, I'm definitely trying to.
She has great work out there. She does,
awesome.
And she's at the festivals. Her name is getting out there. Is out there. Not getting, is out there as well. And so definitely that's one I would love for you all to connect some kind of way. Just to meet
Absolutely.
each
I'll
other.
definitely look into it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you so much. Thank you so
Another.
much. This has really blessed me tonight, y'all.
Same
You're
here.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
Same
you.
here.
I
Yes.
look at the steps. I look at steps. The Bible says the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And so I just look at every step we took to get to tonight.
Yes.
Every step.
And
One
it's
thing led
crazy
to
how
another.
you think it's going one direction
Yep.
and then it just like, all
Yeah.
right now, don't get to testify.
Right.
You can go a whole nother hour.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, this is what I'm going to do. I need to call you after the show. I got a few questions to ask you off the air. And then if you got time, if not, I know it's late.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
got
No, I got
kids knocking at the door.
Yeah.
No. All right, it'll be
Trying to
real
pull
quick.
them off the door.
Right. It'll just take about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we thank you for coming on our show, Chris and Carlette
Thank you
live
for
show.
sharing.
If you all are viewing, make sure, even if you're viewing after this goes off, make sure you like and subscribe and share this powerful testimony of an entrepreneur or in a family looking to do things big here in the Atlanta area. We are so proud of her and her family and what they're accomplishing here for the independent filmmakers and as well as the youth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you
Archie,
too.
go
Go
Archie,
Archie.
go Archie.
All right, take it easy. Call you shortly.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Wow, that was great. That was a great interview.
So listen, everybody, we thank you for joining us. Tag somebody that you know their children need this outlet or need to hear more about it, or maybe we can connect you with her so you all can get involved some kind of way, or maybe she knows somebody in another city that's connection, because maybe, we have followers and listeners from all over the country. So it's not just Atlanta based. We know that. And so, people know people and can maybe give you a direction for your state, your city. So we thank you. And as always, I tell you every week, keep praying, keep your face, stay before the Lord, call upon him while he may be found and while he is near. And we thank God for yet another show, another day. And no matter what, know that Jesus loves you. If you don't know what to pray, watch the news for 5 minutes. You'll have a laundry list. But no matter what, pray for your family, pray for your friends, pray for your neighbors, pray for your enemy, pray for our government. No matter what, tell God how much you love him and how much you need him. He's there right there for you. He's a very present God, a very present help in a time of trouble. Thank you and good night.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
See